Thanks for joining us, James. First, we'll have Cheryl raced out.
Hi, James. I can't see you.
You can't see me?
No.
It's probably better for you.
You're the birthday man. So,
It's all right. It's all right.
James, a win like this, especially after the break, and being able to get the first one in overtime, how much does that boost the confidence of the team going forward?
I think it gives us confidence. You don't. So it's hard to win games in this league. We know that. You don't want to put yourself in too many situations where you're in these close ones, but it teaches you a little bit how to win. So I maybe this game 6 weeks ago we don't win it. I was just glad we were able to get some stops and we had people step up. Started the game not great, but we kept on pushing, we kept on fighting, and so I think this gives us a boost of confidence to where if we keep our head on correctly and not get bottled down by anything distractions, then we can win these type of games.
How did you like the execution in the final couple minutes of the game?
I appreciate it. A couple of things we didn't do that could have stopped us from getting in overtime that we'll clean up, like some read and react stuff, that some options that we gave them that we didn't really read the right way. But other than that, I thought we did a good job of settling down and on the fly changing some schemes and them executing it, so it was cool.
Thank you.
Christos T. Hello, Coach. First of all, happy birthday.
Thank you, man.
Congratulations on the win. How proud do you feel about the way that your team fought in the last couple of minutes and in the overtime tonight?
Could you repeat that? I'm sorry. They have some noise above me.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. How proud do you feel about the way that your team fought in the last minutes of the game in the fourth quarter and in overtime tonight?
No, I feel very good that we kept our cool. I thought that was important. We went down 7 with like 4 minutes to go, and we got stopped and we made a 3 to bring it within 4, and we kept pushing. Even when we took the lead and they came back and tied it up and they went up, I think on a 3-point foul. We kept pushing, like we didn't put our heads down. But that's the mentality that we have to keep going forward. So I'm proud of the way we were able to keep our cool, the way we came together. But you don't want to be in a situation that we were in where we have a lead and we give it back. So, but other than that, it's hard to win games, and I'm pretty happy that we came out with a win.
And also, it was the first game of the second half of the season. It was a kind of a statement win for you about the rest of the season.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say it was a statement. I just thought it was a welcome back, and us winning this game in overtime. I thought it's a testament to two teams that are trying to do the best they can to just move forward. So we know that they weren't 100%. So we'll they'll probably be more than likely be 100% when we get down there, and we'll be ready to face off against them when they are.
Thank you very much. Keep up. Nick Hamilton.
Good afternoon, Coach. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
You talked about down the stretch as far as you guys kind of just battling out, getting in and win. But what are some of the things specifically that you all feel like you need to continue to work on? I know it's just the first game back, but what are some of the things that you feel like you want to zero in on better?
I think one of the main issues is, us being able to defend them without fouling. I think that was, keeping them in games, keeping them in the game throughout the game. And also, turning over the ball. We normally don't win these games where we turn it over so much. And we had a chance where we were able to make some runs, and we tried to, score touchdowns, and they would catch it and take it back down on the other end and score on us. We just have to be smarter with the basketball, and that's something that we have to address.
James K.
Hey, Coach. In the last, I think it was in the last 6 games before the Olympic break, you were getting to the line like a league low 12 times a game, and then tonight you come out, you get to the line 17 times. Was that a point in emphasis during practice this week, just getting everybody back?
Yes, it was. So it kind of coincides with when we were on our streak of winning, we were getting to the line. Like we can make shots. I think we shot the 3 ball pretty good tonight, but we have to, make sure we get into the line. Now, what I didn't like is we put them to the line 28 times, but our game is predicated on us getting to the free throw line and getting into the lane. So, and that's going to open up everything else.
Sure. Another thing tonight that I thought was a positive is Azrae Stevens being able to play 25 minutes tonight. She was plus 15 as well. What did you see from her defensively tonight where you could trust her down the stretch in a tight game like this?
I think she was more focused in the pick and rolls, and her mobility and her speed. You can see a difference in playing against their bigs where she was able to exploit them a little bit. So it helps us out a lot having that extra added length, to our front court of Astu and Steph and Candace and Ruthie. So, that's, having her healthy is always going to help us.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Noah Wilkes.
Hey, Coach Wade, how you doing?
Hey, no.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
I just want to ask you about, you said you wanted to run more speed for Candace and Courtney, and it seems like tonight the main focus in you guys' offense was their pick and roll with each other. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
You mean with Candace and Sloop?
I'm sorry, Candace and Sloop, yes.
No, I think just having two playmakers where they have to pay so much attention to the ball where she's coming off, and then you have another playmaker where if you go to her, you have defense closing out to her. It's going to open up stuff on the other side. So it allows you to be able to play 3-on-2 or 2-on-1 on the weak side, especially when you have two good passes as you have at any position in the history of the WNBA. So it helps us. It makes us a better playmaking team when we're able to play to both of them and put them together and kind of pick the defense apart.
And another question is, Dana Evans came in and she was kind of a bright spot for you guys. Can you just talk about her development, how she has improved since joining the team?
No, Dana is someone, she's someone, she's a quick learner, and she's a willing learner, and she's a great teammate, and she's very coachable. And one thing that shouldn't supersede any of that is that she's very talented, and she has a lot of heart and grit. And so, having her as a backup and seeing the way that she's growing leaps and bounds, and she's gaining the confidence of not only the coaching staff, but she's gained the confidence of her teammates as well. So it's been great to watch her grow, and this is just the beginning, hopefully, of something that we can continue to nurture and watch blossom.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time, James. Enjoy the rest of your birthday.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Diamond.
What's up?
First, we will have Cheryl Ray Stout.
Hi, Diamond, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
That birthday cake?
It is.
Oh, I miss not having some. Diamond, a game like this, coming out of a long break, what type of boost does it give you to begin this stretch drive?
I don't think it's much of a boost. I think it was just like an exciting night for us. You know, we were just really excited to be able to play after practicing for a few weeks and beating up on each other. It was just nice to kind of blow some steam off against some live opponents, and you know, it's good to see where we are. Obviously, Seattle is, you know, they came with a different team than what we expected. So, you know, we know that, but they're still the best team in the league, and you know, to get a win, you know, we can kind of be happy about it, but we got a lot more work to do.
You said this is a game to figure out where you guys are. Where are you guys at? Is it there's so much more to figure out in the next few days and games?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this has been a growth process for us this whole season, trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work, and playing to our strengths and our identity. And I feel like we're in a pretty good place. Obviously, we've been on a break, but you know, I'm thinking that here pretty soon we'll hit a stride and be able to kind of be more consistent with the way we come out and approach games.
I like your jersey. I was in Iowa and I covered that game. It was terrific.
Thank you. You know, my background, I had to show love today. I love what the White Sox are doing this season. Um, Big Tim Anderson fan. You know, it's been a great season.
It sure has. Thanks.
Nove Wilkes.
Hey, Diamond, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I just want to talk about the second half. The second half, you came out really, really, really impressive. I just want to talk about what changed your mindset after halftime.
I just asserted myself a little bit more in the second half. I was able to find my spots in transition, which is always a way for me to get going, especially when my shot's not falling. I was able to get to the free throw line. My teammates were finding me, so I think it just like being more aggressive, really.
Thank you.
And Nick Hamilton.
And Diamond, congratulations on the win. You have about 12 games left now. You guys have gone through all types of adversity, injury, having breaks and things like that. So where do you feel like the rhythm is starting to come or will come in these last 12 games?
Oh yeah, I mean I think that our team is too talented to not find a rhythm. You know, second half of the season is usually when you know great teams start hitting their stride, and you know we definitely have a great team, a very capable team of doing the things that we want to do in the postseason, especially. So, you know, I definitely do believe that you know we'll be able to hit a stride here pretty soon.
And did you get a chance to watch the Field of Dreams game with the walk-off and everything?
I did. It was
How did
was
you
kind
like
of emotional. Like I was like kind of emotional watching it.
Thanks, Diamond.
Yeah.
There are no other questions for Diamond. Diamond, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And up next, we'll have Allie Quigley. So if you have a question for Allie, she'll be back shortly. Please raise your hand in the chat. Thank you.
Hey, Ali, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
What specific areas in your estimation do you feel like this team needs to continue to improve upon to be a better team and really finish out the next 12 games strong?
Probably our turnovers. It's always been an issue with us. We just got to take care of the ball. If we could have had maybe 10, 12 tonight, it wouldn't have been as close of a game. And I think maybe just starting better.
And how different of a team was this Seattle team without Sue Bird and Breanna Stewart?
Obviously, way different, but we were just trying not to focus on who wasn't there and just focus on ourselves and getting the win. So I'm happy we got the win, regardless of who was there.
Next, Noah Welps.
Hi, Ali.
Hey.
Your play tonight, coming off the bench, was amazing for Chicago. Can you talk a little bit about maybe possibly being a 6 Woman of the Year candidate?
Yeah, honestly, I haven't thought about that at all. I'm just focused on going in there and being aggressive, doing what I need to do to help this team win. Honestly, I haven't thought about it, so it's not something I even can talk about.
And another question is, Diamond, before you came on, said she felt like this team will hit its stride soon. I just want to get your opinion on where do you think this team is with maybe 12 games left in the season?
I don't think we're where we want to be yet. I know the first game back, sometimes there's some hiccups and just things that you kind of can see you got to work on. And I just think it's good to get this first win. It's going to give us confidence to, keep it going and keep moving forward. I think that we, have some work to do still, though.
Thank you, Ali.
No problem.
Next, we will have Chantel Jennings.
Hey, Allie. Holly Rowe during the game told kind of an interesting anecdote about you when you were younger, how you'd shoot with a quarter between your thumb and your fingers. As I believe the only elite shooter on this call, I'm hoping you can sort of explain to us a little bit more about that. When did you start doing that? Why did you do it? Why was it important? And was it between your fingertips or sort of in the cranny where your thumb meets your palm, or I guess the access and all of that?
I remember telling her that, but I didn't do it a lot, to be honest. So I don't know if you want to write your whole thing about it, but it would be right here in between my thumb, and it was just to kind of keep your hand as your guide hand and not use your other hand to shoot so much. I did it maybe 1 or 2 workouts, but yeah, that was how it was, just in between the thumb and the index finger.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Allie.
No problem.
Shale Ray Stout.
Hi, Ellie. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. A game like this, after having a long break and a long, almost like a training camp, how much does that propel you going forward, especially because you guys haven't won an overtime game until today?
Yeah, it's huge. We were just ice bathing, and I happened to look up at the Jumbotron, and something from ABC said that we were 1-5 in close games at the end, and I'm just like, they don't think we're going to win this game. So I know that's been something that we've been struggling with. So to just be able to pull one of these out, sometimes you get a win when maybe you shouldn't, and sometimes when you should win a game, something unlucky happens to you. So regardless, I'm just happy we won, and it's going to help us with our confidence and just moving forward.
Is it more mental or is it physical at the end of a game like this?
It's kind of hand in hand, mentally just being patient and having poise, and obviously physical, because if you're not in the right space, you're going to do something out there that physically isn't good. So I think it's a little bit of both.
Was this time off good for you to physically get yourself, prepared for the stretch?
For sure, yeah. It was great for the body, great for the mind, just being able to, go see family. And even once we were back and we were practicing for the last 3 weeks, it just felt good to go to practice and then be back in the house, practice back in the house, and, kind of feel like you had a normal job for a little while, not traveling so much.
Great. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
There are no further questions for Allie. Allie, appreciate your time, and everyone have a great evening, and we will talk to you guys soon.
Thank you.